I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon.
Okay, so to start off our day, we headed over to the National Kitchen by Violet Un for lunch. It's located in the National Gallery, so it is the perfect time to go and explore some new exhibits and then head over for a lovely meal. But be sure to make reservations ahead of time because it definitely fills up. National Kitchen is a local Singaporean and regional restaurant. It has dishes representative of Nonya, Chinese, Indian, and Malay cuisine, so you can sample a little bit of everything. For apps, we started off with a tahu goreng Indonesian dish of fried bean curd, as well as the classic kueh pie tea, which is shredded bamboo shoots and turnips in a prawn sauce, all served in a top hat pastry topped with prawn, chili sauce, and sweet fruit sauce, but it's very DIY and you can add or not add ingredients to your liking. We then ordered a massive roti prata for our side. This was perfect for mains of delicious beef rendang made with tons and tons of spices, kaffir leaves, bay leaves, all stewed up in a lovely coconut cream sauce. And then we also had a side of this nasi kuning rice, which I had never heard of before, but it was so interesting. It was glutinous and jasmine rice mixed together, infused with turmeric and steamed with coconut milk. I mean, talk about heavenly. It was the perfect side. We got some crispy barramundi for fish as well as a dry laksa. And then of course we had to get the chicken satay, which was one of my favorites from this meal. It was so delicious. It was served with peanut sauce, grated pineapple, steamed rice cake, cucumber, and red onion. And after all of that, we still had some room for dessert, so we ordered a pulut hitam with coconut milk, black glutinous rice, and it's stewed with palm sugar, gula melaka, and coconut milk. And then we also ordered the suji cake, which is a Eurasian cake made of semolina and ground almonds infused with brandy. So needless to say, it was an incredible meal. I highly recommend this to everyone because it is just so good and it's really representative of the region. So needless to say, this was definitely a foodie day of all that Singapore has to offer, the very best of it, in fact, and we took my parents to one of our favorite places, Long Beach. So the people here say that one of the only truly Singaporean dishes is chili crab, and there are definitely tons of different places that make it. Singaporeans, I feel like, are very proud of their chili crab, and everyone has their own favorite, and ours happens to be Long Beach. It is definitely quite pricey, so it is a celebration meal, a once in a while type of meal, but it is so good. They're actually home to the black pepper crab, which I am really not a big fan of, so I don't really eat it, but my parents actually liked this one more than the chili crab. And every time that we've taken Hawaii people to Long Beach, they all say the same thing, so I'm not sure if it's like a Hawaii palate or what, but they love the black pepper crab. Okay, first things first though, with the chili crab, these mantou are so excellent, even just by themselves. They're crispy on the outside and perfectly soft and tender and just so incredible. I can't explain it. I've never had mantou as good as the ones at Long Beach, and I don't know what it is, but they are just truly exceptional. I have no words. You just have to go and try it out. So usually for 3 to 4 people, we just order 2 crabs, and you can change up the sizes. It is wonderful.
Easier said than done. 'Cause 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 'cause
After all of our delicious, yummy goodies, we decided to walk them off a little bit and kept walking down Orchard. It is always so busy, so we headed to Takashimaya, which is one of our favorite places on the weekends. We hopped in this really fun photo booth and then we just had a great time dressing up and taking silly pictures together before we got distracted by these claw machines. I honestly never really played this too much growing up, but ever since we moved to Asia, I feel like they're just everywhere, so of course we had to play them. I immediately saw this little burger guy and I wanted him so badly, so Hans tried to get him for me, but unfortunately we had quite the rocky start to things. We all tried it out and just time after time, we could not get this guy, but we did manage to move him into a successful position, and then finally, my mom managed to snag him, and it was triumphant. We were so happy. It was so cute. It was such a little celebration for just like the little efforts that we put in, and other people were kind of watching because we were so happy about it. And then from then on, it was just like a winning streak because Hans immediately got this cat. It was so cute and just overall a great afternoon. I love just being silly like this, and I think it's so amazing to have my family and my parents all here with us. Oh, and then we saw this incredible yakitori machine that was literally dipping itself. It was so cool and weird.
Single way, your smile reminds me. In every single way, your smile reminds me. In every single way, your smile reminds me of the perfect day.
After the long bar, we walked over and headed to Heidilao. Hans and I love Heidilao, maybe me a little bit more than he does, but my parents had never been before, so I thought, why not take them? Hot pot was never really something we had growing up because I guess we always had sukiyaki or shabu shabu, so definitely like Japanese variations of it, but this Chinese hot pot experience was totally new to them. We definitely over ordered, but it was so delicious. We split the broth 4 different ways and yeah, just had so much fun with it. For the first time, my parents got to experience the dancing noodle man, and it was so fun. Now, I've had a lot of dancing noodle men in my day, but I have to say that this guy was definitely like a step above the rest. He was doing some crazy things that I've never seen the other noodle men do before. Also, I've never seen a noodle lady, so I don't know why only the men were doing it. That spin right there, that got me. I was so impressed. This guy was so good. If you don't know about it, you have to go to Heidilao, order the noodle dance, and someone will come to your table and perform for you. You can order it as many times as you want and make them dance as many times as you want, so definitely be nice about that. But then they hand prepare these noodles and you can choose where you want them. You can also choose the consistency if you want them thick, thin, and whatnot, and it was just such a good time. Then the next day we went and had classic hawker center food, just getting our last fills of Singapore in for my parents. We absolutely demolished it. And then for dinner, we went and got our favorite songpa bak kut teh. My parents really, really liked it. I think black pepper, something about it. It just fits with the Hawaii palette. And by the way, you have to order all of the sides and they refill your broth endlessly. So make sure to stop at songfa or find your own favorite bak kut teh place, but I highly, highly recommend this one. We got all of the pickled vegetables, all of the youtiao and the pickles, and everything is always so tasty. They literally hit every single time. And then after that, we walked around some more, went back to the Fullerton and saw it just lit up at night. It looks so just glorious and beautiful. There are two actually right across the street from one another, and both of them just look fabulous. Then we stumbled upon this light show. Some things that I love about Singapore are that I feel like the public just has access to so many free and fun things. This was completely free and no one was using it, so we definitely just hopped in for a try. You got to sort of design your own sea creatures and they were so beautiful. And then you could submit your 2D art digital image and then it was projected onto the bridge. It was so cool and just like a fun little random activity. But I feel like Singapore has so many of these that you start to take it for granted. But thinking back about when we lived in New York or even back in Hawaii growing up, we never had this. So it was definitely something to just, kind of be appreciative of. Then it happened to be I Light Singapore, which happens every single year. And I'm so glad that my parents were here for it because it was just like a fun little nighttime activity. This one, you could hit the little beams and then music and light would come out of it. And then they had a bunch of just like weird random ones. That being said, it was such a great time and that's that for now.